I start the no armor Elden Ring run off by creating Marge Simpson. And here we go, opening the door, talking to Millennia for the horse. Then I get the map of Limgrave. Then I headed to the Church of Ella for the Summoning Bell and Lone Wolf Spirit Ashes. We're going to be using these for a while. Then I kill Urab to get the Nagakiba Katana. And I'll show you the sword's stats here. It has an 18 strength and 22 dexterity requirements. I run past the red jellyfishes and collect the jellyfish shield. To get runes, we kill the dragon and then lure the night cavalry off the map. And this helps us level up and be able to actually use our weapons. So here we go, we're luring him off the map, and as you can see, he just jumps off himself. 3 runes, along with a spirit ash that I'm not going to be using. And now we fight Margot. I've summoned Roger, along with my lone spirit ashes. And my main strategy with damage in this one is bleed and criticals. Anyway, we get some good blows in here. And the wolves did not do anything for this fight. But Roger, even though he's a mage, became an absolute tank. He was tanking everything. And don't get me wrong, this guy's a kind of a hard fight. For the first boss, I find him as one of the hardest out of the first 4. There we go. He keeps attacking me from behind, but luckily he does no damage. So I pop a heal potion, get more attacks in, but he's constantly swinging, I swear. I guess I've never really struggled on Margot before, but yeah, this is not a clean fight. There we go, he keeps attacking Margot. Activate my shield's ability. Get a cheeky critical attack in. Boom. Now he's only got a little bit left. All my wolves are about to die. I have 1 left. And there he goes, bravely running in. Big dodge. Get the final blows in with a last bleed. Now, because we defeated Margot, we can get our second talisman pouch. And after Margot, we have headed off to go fight Godric, but sadly, I lost half of the footage. So here's the bit that we can see, and it starts off with a mean critical. My jellyfish staring him down as I get a bleed. He's going to try roll away and do a dragon breath attack, and I completely forget how to dodge it, so I just tanked that. Go back and pop a heal potion. But with Godric, you really have to run back on those dragon attacks. There we go, I finally get the break to get the healing potion off. I can run back in. Godric's only on a little bit of health, so I can just spam attack without even having to worry about getting dodged. We're going to ignore that cheeky time I got absolutely bodied. But it's all good. Dodging the attack, missing the heavy. It's all good, I'm just going to run back and play smarter because I do not want to die here. Run in, and there we go. We've defeated the second main boss, Godric. And by killing Godric, we get access to fighting Radahn and Renala. But we are not going to be fighting Renala till later anyway. Anyway, now we are going to be killing the Crystallion to get the minor bell bearing for smithing stones 1 and 2 to upgrade our sword. Now after we've got the miner's bell bearing, we can finally fight Radahn. And the strategy for fighting Radahn was during his first bow phase, we are going to run away so he goes straight into a melee phase. And then for the rest of the fight, we're going to be running around grabbing summons. I know it is a bit of a pussy strategy, but it'll be alright. He will be chasing me this entire time, but you know, I didn't kill the pot guy just so this battle would go a little bit faster, as you can see him right there. Going in there and getting a bit of damage. We've already done nearly a quarter of his health. And this is pretty fast, if I'm going to be honest, with fighting him. Every now and then we'll go for a little bit of chip damage, but yes, this is sped up because it took a while. And I can tell that you don't want to watch that. It's a long, long time. I don't even want to play it. I tried to cheese his second stage, by sitting at the edge of the map, but I couldn't get it to work. I don't know how you guys do, but normally he would just land on my face. Anyway, he's down to a third of his health. And yes, again, the whole time I'm just running around doing summons. Anyway, this boss fight is kind of easy that you can have summons. If this boss fight didn't have summons, I would have been stuck for a long time. But yes, I did decide to do this boss fight over Renala first because I thought that he was easier. And yes, Renala does have way less health, and I can agree with you on that because I one-shotted her first stage, basically. But on this playthrough, I didn't think that Renala would be easier. And yes, when I did play on one of my other builds, one-shotting Renala wasn't really a flex because I was a fair bit over-leveled. But if you could one-shot this guy, that'd be pretty impressive. Right, there we go, he does his meteor phase. I dodge it with ease, pop my Blade's ability, acting like I'm going to get an attack in, but I wimp out, except I actually do get an attack in, because I'm like that, but I'm not going to go for any others because it's too risky. Anyway, here's the final bit of the fight. He's just dying and I'm watching him. If I'm going to be honest, Radahn is not a hard fight unless you make it hard. If you were to fight this guy and beat him without summons, that would be a bit of a flex, I'm not going to lie. But as you can see, we have finally defeated Radahn. He's on just a slither of health and he'll be falling soon. And by killing Radahn, we have access to not only thousands of runes with his remembrance, but we also have access to the Mimic tier boss, which is probably going to be easier because we don't have any armor. Anyway, he's just going to chase me down for the final bit of his fight. It's not going to work. I just got to wait for someone to go up to him and blow on him. And as you can see, that's why I'm not running up to him and getting the final blow. There we go. Radahn is down. We get his remembrance and rune. And now, yeah, as I said before, we have access to the Mimic tier boss. So here I am fighting the Mimic tier boss, going into his room, popping all my perks slash buffs or whatever you want to call them. And the first one is my Spirit Ash, of course. Then I'm going to pop my Blood Flame. Then my Jellyfish is as soon as this boss fight starts. And if I'm going to be honest, this boss is a little bit underwhelming. But this is probably the perfect boss fight for you if you're over leveled. It'll be the funnest at least. But as you can just see, I did half of his health with one shot. So he does go for my guy so I can get some clean attacks in, but nothing too big. I get a heavy in. Yeah, this boss fight's annoying because I gave him a shield, which I probably shouldn't have. Because he blocks a fair bit, I'm not gonna lie. And I don't have kick or anything, so I can't just break his stance. Or an attack that, you know, goes through them, of course. If he goes to my Jellyfish and I can finish him off from behind. Easy, Mimic tier down. I'm gonna end up getting his Spirit Ash later. Anyway, with Mimic tier being down, we can go fight the Tree Spirit. And this thing is a pain. I know it's not a mandatory boss, but I was down here anyway, exploring the caves. And this is the first boss that I fought that can one-shot me. It was his grab attack, and I did not like it because it's pretty hard to dodge. But he is pretty easy to kill once you get it down. And because I have a fire, he's a bit weak to that. Anyway, he did a lot of damage, but it's all good because I can still get heaps of attacks in because he's so big, he takes up half the arena. Anyway, he tries to grab at my Jellyfish. I have no idea why, but I'm going to run in there and get free attacks because of it, so I'm not complaining. And yeah, I had no idea how to dodge this guy, especially that attack. I don't think that one's dodgeable, so I just run away from it. Anyway, I run in, get more damage. I can just spam in his face, hope for bleeds. He's going to try grab me, but I get hit by it. and apparently just survive on 1 HP, which we have to be praying for that, because I don't know how I would have beat this guy if it wasn't for this one. Anyway, he does a kamikaze, lets me pop my buffs, and I run straight back in. Easy damage. Now, yes, this guy is pretty ugly, I know, but you can still watch the video. Pop more heals, because I don't want to get one shot by that grab attack. Go in there and just start hacking away, hoping for a bleed. He's gonna try smash me. It's all good, I can dodge him. He goes for a big ground attack. It gives me heaps of time to just go slashing as hard as I can. And he's on just a slither of health now, so the boss fight will be over shortly. As long as I don't die here. Boom, fat dodge. And there we go, we've defeated him. Just like that. Easy as. We get a golden seed and a spirit ash that we will be using later. We run down here for a talisman, and this talisman is really good because it gives you health and bonus weight after we dodge him. Now we have to fight the last boss for this video. Yes, I know it's coming to an end, but there will be a part 2, and this is Renala's fox, so Renala will be next. Dodging all of her attacks, I think we are heavily over leveled for this fight, but it's alright. I died a couple times to him, so it wasn't too easy. But yes, if he stood still, I probably could hit him on a combo and one-shot him with my whole stamina bar. But what I don't like about this boss is I feel like it's constantly attacking you. You don't have much room. It's either it's attacking you or one of its 25 different spells. Anyway, there's proof that I've died before, but you know, I'm going to keep dodging it and get apparently hit by everything. But it's all good, I'm just going to spam dodge, heal up. I feel like every shot is like a bleed with this one. Anyway, I'm going to run straight back in, get a big attack, and I can just spam at him at this point. Because he's on 1 HP. It's all good, I've got a fat dodge to do here. I can run straight back at him now, or he's going to jump to me. And there we go, we get the final hit. And thank you guys for watching this episode of Mulkey. I'll see you guys in the next one where we beat Renala.